Hey everyone, and welcome back for another episode and the final episode of Oasis Spring Save File Residence Overview. Before I get started, I kind of want to do a little bit of a channel update because I don't see a point in making a whole video. I have decided that I'm going back to two videos a week. I just can't keep up the pace of 3 videos a week because I am somebody that I can't record a video and then go straight and edit it. I have to record a video on one day and then edit it the next because I like to edit with fresh eyes. I still have real life responsibilities outside of YouTube that I have to take care of too, and it was literally leaving me no time to play the game. And I love The Sims 4, flaws and all, and there are many. It was getting to the point where I would record on one day, edit the next, upload the next, then go straight and record the next video, lather, rinse, and repeat. So for me, it's just easier for me to do 2 days a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. So that way I have the whole weekend to play the game. I can record Wednesday's video on Tuesday or Monday and edit it on the next day and upload it on Wednesday, and everything's all good and everything's great. That means that there's only going to be 2 videos a week. This series right here is probably going to stay on Wednesdays because y'all seem to really like this this series. I think what I'm going to do is for Fridays, I'm going to do the 2 Let's Plays that I'm doing right now, which would be Emerson's Double Life and 7D Legacy. And I'm just going to alternate them. Like every other week will be Emerson and every other week will be 7D. But while I'm talking about 7D Legacy, I also put a poll up of kind of try to gauge what you guys think of the series and if you want me to continue and if you like it. If you want to, I would really appreciate it if you would go vote on the 7D Legacy poll on my community tab. Be honest, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to be heartbroken if you all say I'm only here for the save file. That's fine. Because that's what I'm known in the community for. So it's not going to hurt my feelings. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get into the final part of Oasis Springs Save File Residence. And this episode is going to be focusing on Skyward Palms. And we are starting with the Summers-Laughlin household. Lance grew unhappy in his marriage to Elena. And to avoid resentment, he thought it was best to part ways. He knows Elena thinks it was because of Hadley that he wanted out of the marriage, but that's not true. He met Hadley shortly after the divorce. Now he's living with Hadley and shares custody of his 3 kids with Elena. So far, things seem to be going well, but Lance worries things will change when he proposes to Hadley. And this is Lance and Hadley's house, and I will give you a little bit of a peek inside. And this is the first floor. You have living room, kitchen, nice size kitchen, bathroom, dining room, formal dining room. And then upstairs you have the 4 bedrooms. Okay, and now we will meet Lance. And of course he's going into the pool. And I just realized there's no ladders on the pool. This is Lance. And he has the serial romantic aspiration, which I don't remember giving him that. But I do think that he does intend on marrying. I think I messed up on that one. Sorry about that. For his career, he works as a medical technologist in the doctor career, which is level 4. For his skills, he is level 1 in fitness, level 6 in charisma, level 8 in parenting, and level 10 in logic, or he's maxed logic. For his traits, he is family-oriented, romantic, and outgoing, and he has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes skiing and fitness and dislikes DJ mixing. For music, he likes romance and jazz and dislikes electronica. For conversation topics, he likes physical intimacy and affection and dislikes potty humor. For sim characteristics, he likes romance enthusiasts and family-motivated sims and dislikes ambitionless sims. And for his favorite colors are blue and white, and he dislikes red. And he is part of no clubs. And this is Hadley, his girlfriend, and she's a young adult. And Lance is an adult, so there's a little bit of an age gap there. For her aspirations, she wants to find her soulmate. She works as an engagement monkey in the social media career, which is level 2. For her skills, she has level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is jealous, family-oriented, and romantic, and she has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes singer-songwriter and romance, and she dislikes focus music. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and painting, and dislikes baking. For conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy and flirtation, and dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, she likes romance enthusiasts and family-motivated sims, and dislikes ambitionless sims. Her favorite colors are pink and white, and she dislikes orange. And she is not part of any clubs. That is Lance and Hadley, so we will move on to the next household. Next up is the Templeton household. Sienna's obsessed with proving Cheyenne married Silas, Sienna's father, for his money. This has put a rift in her own marriage, as her husband Hank thinks she should just let things go. Henry and Sierra are caught in the middle and just wish everyone would stop arguing. What will it take for Sienna to back off and let her father live his life? And this is the Templeton house. I love this neighborhood. I love the houses in this neighborhood. And this is the first floor, the living room, kitchen, and dining room. It's kind of it's a cozy little house. I mean, it's not a huge house, but it's not a small house either. And upstairs are the bedrooms. You have Hank and Sienna's room. You have Sierra's room, and then you have Henry's room. Let's start with Sienna. This is Sienna, and she is the daughter of Silas Fitzgerald in Willow Creek. She's the one that's causing all the problems within that family. She wants to be a master chef. If she can focus on her career, but right now I think she's just more focused on proving that Cheyenne is married her father for the money. I don't understand why Sienna doesn't trust her father's judgment, but, it is what it is. I guess she's just being overprotective, or she's just worried that she's not going to get a cut of the money when he dies. She works as a head caterer in the culinary career in the chef branch, level 6. For her skills, she's level 1 in fitness and charisma, level 6 in parenting, and level 10 in, or maxed, gourmet cooking and homestyle cooking. For her traits, she is hot-headed, foodie, and outgoing, and she has the essence of flavor aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes classical music and retro music, and dislikes pop music. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and cooking, and dislikes wellness. For conversation topics, she likes deep thoughts and arguments, and dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and high-energy sims, and she dislikes egotistical sims. And her favorite colors are yellow and pink, and she dislikes brown. And she is not part of any clubs, which may be an oversight on my part. Next up is her husband Hank, and I don't know why he's dressed like that. Hank wants to be a best-selling author. He just loves writing. He works as a novelist in the writer career, which is the level 7 of the author branch. His skills is level 1 in charisma, level 6 in parenting, and level 10 and or maxed logic and writing. For his traits, he is family-oriented, a bookworm, and ambitious, and he has the muser aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, he likes research and debate and writing, and he dislikes DJ mixing. For music, he likes classical and jazz, and dislikes metal. For conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and stories, and dislikes arguments. Of course, he likes stories. He likes to tell stories. He likes to write stories. He likes to hear stories. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and family-motivated sims, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite colors are blue and white, and he dislikes orange. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is their son, Henry. Henry just wants to be the friend of the world. He just wants to make friends. He's sick and tired of his mom and Cheyenne going backwards and forwards, arguing, and his mom just being a busybody trying to insert herself into her dad's life. He is a C student in high school, and he's not part of any extracurricular activities. He's level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is active and outgoing. He has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, he likes rock climbing and fitness, and dislikes skiing. For music, he likes alternative and electronica, and dislikes kids radio. His favorite colors are black and blue, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes high-energy sims and spirited sims, and dislikes emotional decision-makers. And for conversation topics, he likes discussing hobbies and silly behavior, and he dislikes arguments. See, he's just like, he's done with this. He is part of the Future World Leaders Club, and that is all. Next up is Sierra. And the thing is about Sierra, she's had her name changed several times over the years. I think originally her name was supposed to be Savannah, and I changed it because I think I already had a Savannah. And then I think I changed the other Savannah's name. So now she is Sierra because there's no other Sierra. I try not to repeat names in this save, although you will find, as I'm finding, that I have actually repeated some names. But anyway, this is Sierra, and she wants to be a social butterfly. She just wants to make friends, just like her big brother. She is a C student in grade school. She is level 1 in motor and level 1 in charisma. For her trait, she is cheerful. For likes and dislikes, she likes kids radio and dislikes classical music. For hobbies and skills, she likes singing and dislikes dancing. For her favorite color is pink, and she dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, she likes funny sims and dislikes argumentative sims. And for conversation topics, she likes jokes and dislikes arguments. She is not part of any clubs. And that is the Templeton family. We will move on to the next household. Next up is the Sanders family. Being surrounded by girls is an adventure, to say the least, especially when 2 of them are twin teenagers. So you can imagine John's delight when he found out Kyle was a boy. Now he and Kyle can do all the things the girls aren't interested in doing. And this is the Sanders house, and we'll give you a little peek inside. This is the first floor. It's, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom, and a laundry room. I don't really play a lot with laundry myself, so I usually take that out and turn it into a bathroom or something. It just depends. I'm just not much for laundry, except for Emerson's double life, because it kind of has to be there for the story, for story purposes. But anyway, Colleen and John's room. This is the twin Kaylee and Cameron's room. This is Kelsey, and this is Kyle's room. And this is the backyard. This is Colleen. She wants to have a big happy family. For her career, she works as a restaurant rater in the critic career, level 6 of the food critic branch. For her skills, she is level 1 in fitness, comedy, charisma, level 5 in mixology, gourmet cooking, writing, baking, level 6 in parenting, and level 10 in cooking. She's been a busy woman. For her traits, she is a foodie, family-oriented, and outgoing, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes singer-songwriter and easy listening music, and she dislikes classical. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and cooking and dislikes mixology. Her favorite colors are red and green. Oh, she's Christmassy. And she dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and spirited sims, and she dislikes pessimistic sims. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing interests and physical intimacy and dislikes complaints. And she is part of the Moms with Toddlers. I think we have talked about them before because Vanessa and Elena both, and Patricia, all 3 are part of that, and Catherine are part of that club. And that is all of the clubs that she's part of. Next up is John. And y'all might be familiar with John if you watch my 7D Legacy, because he works with Autumn at the hospital. Most of the time I'm yelling at him for being in Autumn's way so she can't work on patients. But anyway, he wants to be a Renaissance sim. He just wants to have, be skilled at in many different areas. For his career, he works as an RN in the doctor career, which is level 6. For his skills, he is level 1 in fitness and charisma, level 5 in programming, handiness, cooking, logic, and rocket science, and level 6 in parenting. They've been some busy sims. For his traits, he is family-oriented, outgoing, and a goofball. And he has the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes summer strut and Americana and dislikes classical. For hobbies and skills, he likes comedy and handiness and dislikes violin. For his favorite colors are red and blue, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes funny sims and hardworking sims, and likes ambitionless sims, which it makes sense since he likes hardworking sims. For conversation topics, he likes potty humor and jokes, and dislikes arguments. He is part of the Bait and Tackle Club, which I think we've gone over whenever we were over in Courtyard Lane because Ronald and Grant are both part of that. And he is also part of the Goofballs, which we have also talked about. Next up is Cameron. This is one of the twin daughters. Cameron wants to be a best-selling author. She loves writing, she loves reading, she loves all of that. She's a C student in high school. Maybe she spends too much time reading and not enough time doing schoolwork. She's level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is a bookworm, outgoing, and she has the muser aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes media production and writing and dislikes guitar. For music, she likes alternative and singer-songwriter and dislikes easy listening. Her favorite colors are green and purple, and she dislikes red. And for sim characteristics, she likes cerebral sims and spirited sims and dislikes egotistical sims. And I didn't give her conversation topics. That might be an oversight on my part. She is not part of any clubs, although there's a few clubs that I still plan to create for future updates of the save. But anyway, next up is Kaylee. She wants to be a joke star. She just loves making people laugh. I think she gets her goofballness or her humor from her dad, but she wants to be a joke star. She is a C student in high school, but she is also a stage beginner in the drama club, level 1. So she has an extracurricular activity. She's level 1 in fitness and charisma. For her traits, she is outgoing and a goofball, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes pop music and S-pop and dislikes strange tunes. For hobbies and skills, she likes comedy and acting and dislikes handiness. Her favorite colors are red and purple, and she dislikes brown. That is a weird color combination. For sim characteristics, she likes funny sims and spirited sims and dislikes argumentative sims. And for conversation topics, she likes silly behavior and jokes and dislikes complaints. Yeah, I must have forgotten to give Cameron conversation topics, likes and dislikes. But anyway, that's an oversight on my part. Sorry about that. She is part of the Goofball Juniors, and that is all. Next, we will move on to Kelsey. And this is Kelsey. She does not look impressed. She wants to be an artistic prodigy. She is a C student in elementary school or grade school. And she also is part of the drama club. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma. And for her trait, she is creative. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes photography and singing and dislikes snowboarding. For music, she likes singer-songwriter and kids radio and dislikes DJ booth music. For conversation topics, she likes stories and dislikes gossip. For sim characteristics, she likes idealistic sims and dislikes rascals. Her favorite colors are blue and purple, and she dislikes white. She is part of the Young Picasso's Club, which I think we've talked about them in a previous episode. Next up is Kyle. Every time I do this a video for this series, the toddler is always standing like that with their little head tilted. It's so cute. Anyway, this is Kyle, and for his skill, he has level 1 in movement. For his trait, he is wild, and that is all because, as I've said 1,000 times, toddlers don't get aspirations or get to be part of any clubs. That is the Sanders family. We will move on to the next household. And last but not least is the Wallace family. This is the Wallace family. Dad Gary is a doctor, and Mom Elaine is a stay-at-home mom and freelance author. She used to work outside the house, but when Kevin was born, she decided to stay home with the kids. Kevin is a goofball and wants to be a famous comedian when he's older. Kendra loves writing and wants to follow in her mom's footsteps. Carson enjoys fishing, camping, and anything outdoorsy. And this is the Wallace house. And this is probably the most recent build that I've done for Oasis Springs. I completely rebuilt this entire house because I just didn't like the original that well. And anyway, this is the first floor. You have the living room, foyer, bathroom, kitchen, and a little sunroom. And on the second floor, you have the bedrooms. You have Kendra's room, Kevin's room, Carson's room, and Gary's and Elaine's room. And then you have some bathrooms. And then you have outside, you have a little, I don't know what you would call it, a pergola maybe? maybe a pergola. I don't know what you would call that, but you have like a little sitting area out by the pool. Let's meet the family. Why are you? I don't know why these Sims are in their outerwear, in their cold weather wear, but this is Gary, and he wants to have a big happy family. He works as a surgeon in the doctor career, which is level 9. For his skills, he is level 5 in charisma, level 1 in fishing, and has max logic and parenting. For his for his traits, he is family oriented, a bookworm, genius, and he has the domestic aspiration trait, and he also has gained the sickness resistance trait from being so high up in the doctor career. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes handiness and programming and dislikes DJ mixing. For music, he likes blues and Americana and dislikes Japanese folk music. For conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and stories and dislikes gossip. For Sim characteristics, he likes cerebral Sims and hardworking Sims and dislikes pessimistic Sims. And for his favorite colors, he likes red, brown, and green, and he doesn't have any dislike colors. I don't think I gave him any. I think I meant to not give him any. And he's not part of any clubs. Next up is Elaine, and she looks really happy to... There we go. She's just enjoying the outside. Anyway, she wants to be a super parent. She just wants to be the best parent she can possibly be. She works as a freelance writer, which is actually the real freelance career, not the one that I always make for my Sims. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma, level 8 in cooking, level 5 in logic, and she has maxed or reached level 10 in writing and parenting. For her traits, she is family-oriented, a bookworm, and neat, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes singer-songwriter and jazz and dislikes alternative music. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and writing and dislikes dancing. For conversation topics, she likes stories and affection and dislikes potty humor. For Sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated Sims and homebody Sims and dislikes ambitionless Sims. Her favorite colors are blue and green, and she dislikes red. And she is part of the Young Picasso Mentors, and that is all. Next up is Kevin. He's the oldest of the 3 Wallace kids. He wants to be a joke star, like the description says. He just likes making people laugh. He is a C student in high school. For his skills, he's level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is outgoing, a goofball, and he has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes alternative music, hip-hop music, and he dislikes island music. For hobbies and skills, he likes comedy and mischief and dislikes handiness. And his favorite colors are orange and yellow, and he dislikes brown. Sim characteristics, he likes funny Sims and rascals, and he dislikes ambitionless Sims. And for conversation topics, he likes jokes and pranks and dislikes complaints. He can dish it out, and he can also take it. He doesn't mind being pranked. Okay, for his, he is part of the Goofball Juniors, of course. Anyway, next up is Kendra, who is on her phone with a really weird look on her face, but okay. And like the description says, she wants to be a best-selling author. She just wants to follow in her mom's footsteps. She likes books and reading and all of that. She's a high school C student. She doesn't have any skills yet. For her traits, she is a bookworm and outgoing, and she has the muser aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes pop and S-pop and dislikes spooky music. For hobbies and skills, she likes media production and writing and dislikes DJ mixing. Her favorite colors are green and purple and dislikes brown. For Sim characteristics, she likes homebody Sims and spirited Sims and dislikes egotistical Sims. And for conversation topics, she likes deep thoughts and silly behavior, and she dislikes potty humor. And she is part of no clubs. Next up is Carson. This is Carson, and he's a rambunctious scamp. He just loves being outside. He just loves playing and just all of those fun things. He is a C student in elementary or in grade school. For his skills, he's level 1 in motor and level 1 in charisma. For his trait, he loves the outdoors. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes kids radio and summer strut music, and he dislikes focus. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and fitness and dislikes violin. For conversation topics, he likes jokes and dislikes deep thoughts. For Sim characteristics, he likes nature enthusiasts and dislikes ambitionless Sims. And his favorite colors are red and blue, and he dislikes pink. and he is not part of any clubs. And that is the Wallace household. And those are the households of Skyward Palm, and that concludes all of the households in Oasis Springs. So next week we will be moving on to New Crest, and I don't think I will have to do multiple parts in that. I'll have to go back and see. There might just be one part, it might be 2 parts, but I might not have to break it up until we get to Windenburg. But anyway, well, I guess that is all from me for now. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!